Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of today here at MadWorldTarot. And it's a strange day today because it's the 3rd anniversary of Prince Philip's passing. It's also the 19th wedding anniversary of King Charles and Queen Camilla. So a mixed emotions day, I suppose you could say. And I'm checking in. I'm doing a health check for the royal family today. That's the theme. And I have the Apprentice Tarot on the tarot table for this little reading. And we're going to look at a comment that was made by Alexander Lahmann on GB News a few days ago. He's an author. He's written books about the royals going back into the mists of time and also recent events in the royal family. And he said, he writes in The Spectator too, among other things. So that's Alexander Lahmann. He claims that, in his opinion, Megxit wasn't damaging at all to the royal family. It was much more damaging to Harry and Meghan. Interesting opinion. He goes on to say that Spare was ridiculous and that Harry and Meghan are latter-day Edward and Wallace, which I think we all agree about. And I'm quoting, "You can see the haplessness in Harry and the steely determination to make money in Meghan." So that's his view. I'm going to do a little compare and contrast. We're going to do the Parkles on one side and the royal family on the other side. Winners and losers since Megxit. Just taking the temperature, just checking. Fluffy's come to join us for this one. She's been sitting out in the never-ending rain. We're going to check and see winners and losers, see how the royal family really is doing in comparison with the Parkles. And their views of themselves, public's view. There's my fighting card, 5 of Wands. And ultimately, winners, losers. How will the thing, one more, land ultimately? And let's see. And of course, let's remind you, this is just tarot for fun and entertainment, or my opinion, or speculation. Just read energy here, archetypal energy, and disclaimer in the box below. So Parkles on the left, royal family, proper royals on the right, winners and losers. There we go. And King of Swords, that's an interesting card to come out as our underlying energy, because you might be aware I have just done a reading looking at the shape of the royal family, the state of the royal family from the perspective of Prince Philip. And there he is, King of Swords. Gemini card has come out. Well, air sign. King energy has shown up as the big underlying energy of this reading. Interesting. It's given me a bit of a spooky feeling. Actually, I was expecting that card to show up at some stage, but I expected it in the previous reading, not this one. So Parkles there, real royals here, situation. 2 of Cups, interesting. The happy couple. That's not a union between the royals and the Parkles. This is all about Harry and Meghan. All of this started with Harry and Meghan, and hopefully it'll all end when Harry and Meghan end. And of course, that is just my opinion. But that is what we are dealing with. We're dealing with this greatest love story ever told. Not really. But that's what they would like us to believe. And Fluffy is sitting right by my foot and showing some annoyance that I'm not noticing her need for food. So I'm going to pause. Right, you might hear crunching in the background. That is Fluffy having her dinner. Parkles on the left. How do they view themselves right now? Was it a winning move? Was it a losing move? Knight of Swords. This is the warrior for truth, valiant for truth. That's how they see themselves. Making this bold move to Megxit and go and campaign for justice in America and get rid of the British press and take over the royal family and control the narrative and destroy anybody who disagrees with them on social media and all the rest of it. Knight of Swords, that campaigning energy, that fast and furious energy. They still think that, what did Harry say? That not the fight goes on or something like that. I don't know. He's slaying dragons. That's the Knight of Swords, slaying dragons. Very deluded, in my opinion, that notion that they are campaigners for justice and truth and all of those wonderful concepts, given their own behavior. But that is, of course, just my opinion. The Royals, how are the Royals seeing themselves at the moment? There is the Lovers. That's interesting. It's the Choice card. Consequences, very much. Really making a connection with the British public with that Choice card. They're the higher octave, or I can't think of the right word, of this Two of Cups. That's how they see themselves. They see themselves as, I'm trying to word it without sounding arrogant, higher harmonic. There we have harmonious match. A better option for the public than these two. The tacky two over there, better option here, higher option, more inspiring, a better choice. And they are aware of it. And not, again, in an egotistical way. I need to make that very clear. I'm not getting egoism in this card. I'm getting that people have chosen them very clearly, very recently. It's bubbled along, that kind of groundswell of support. But because of the events of the last few months, that support has now become enormous. That real love, that real attraction, that real vision of them, not all of them, I would say William and Catherine, as being somehow a divinely blessed couple. Again, I'm choosing my words. I don't want to get all cultish and start a whole squaddy kind of a thing here. Not at all. But this is the higher vibration. This is the lower vibration. Interesting. Another Gemini card, by the way. Major Arcana for Geminis. Interesting, very interesting for me as a tarot reader, that his presence is so strong today. And I got a real nudge to do these readings today, which doesn't always happen. So, public view of the Parkles right now. The Star. My sense of that version of the Star is that that is what they are seeking. They are seeking celebrity. I don't view that Star card as healing and faith and hope and all those lovely things that the Star card normally signifies. I don't get that sense of it at all. Talking about how the public sees them chasing celebrity. Absolutely. Madame has just launched her, or failed to launch her American Riviera Orchard lifestyle brand. And himself is going to be at Better Up tomorrow, I gather, for their mutual admiration kind of a thing that they do every year. And he's going to give a speech about what does he know about good mental health. That is my personal opinion of him anyway. How do the public see the Royals right now? Embattled? Struggling? What do they see? King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, that is struggling. That's a king who's struggling. The leader who should be solid, who should be there for the long haul, is wounded. King of Pentacles in reverse. King Charles doesn't normally show up as that energy. He's either King of Cups or King of Swords, mostly in my readings. King of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who's meant to last a long time in that role. I don't think financial corruption and poor asset handling. There are people who might say that, actually, but I don't think that's the general consensus about the royal family. I think this is taken in a more abstract sense of somebody who should be solid and stable and there for the long haul and isn't. So yes, there is a problem. A weakened king. right now with that King of Pentacles in reverse, while the Parkles are over there chasing celebrity. So how's it going to go? Current timeline, current trajectory, Parkles over here. What's going to happen for them? Page of Swords, they're going to carry on waging their little battles, but in quite an insignificant way, because it's Page of Swords. That's online sort of campaigns and doxing people and trolling people, allegedly connected by people connected to them. We have to throw in allegedly's there. Very much the Page of Swords is those sort of online campaigns, maybe campaigning against freedom of speech online and that kind of thing, bullying. But it's very minor energy. Little skirmishes with that Page of Swords. Also, it's got the sense always of being prepared for something, the Page of Swords. Getting your facts and figures together, arming yourself with information. That's what the Page of Swords does. So when bad things happen, you can clap back. So I'm getting a sense of clapping back, and there's a strong sense of clapping back. So that's not exactly a powerful energy, despite the Star card here, which is how people see them, striving to be, not necessarily actually being. Royal family, they're in trouble over here. And we got the Empress in reverse coming up for them. Again, problems with their high status people, with the Empress. It tells me that they're missing, Charles and Camilla don't cut it really as king and queen in this line. That they're missing the old King of Swords. They're missing the old Empress who was Queen Elizabeth. They're missing that energy, that long-lasting, powerful energy, that powerful female energy. So there's a time to go, and I saw it in the previous reading, where things are going to be problematic. These are huge cards. Those are, well, that's not an insignificant card, but as I say, that's become celebrity for me in many of my readings. That's just a nothing. That's an irritation. It's a mosquito. These are very big cards that should be upright. So the King energy should be upright. The Empress energy should be upright. They are not at the moment. The public is with them. They feel that. They see it. That the public is with them. But they themselves are weakened. And they themselves have got to get their acts together. And become strong and revitalized and stick around for the long haul. Find it in themselves to be able to do the things that Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth did for 70 years and more, basically. So they got their work cut out there. Just generally, I don't want to bang on too much about it. I think we could pick away at that for a long time, those two cards. But that's just the general sense of what is going on. So a weakness here that really needs to be fixed. And it can be fixed because those cards are the right cards. The energy hasn't been activated and it needs to be activated. These two, William and Catherine, are the ones that need to activate this energy and become this energy. And if the support continues for them, which I think they feel, they will grow into those roles in future. That's how I see it anyway. And thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.